The soft hum of trams, the distant murmur of street musicians, and the slow falling of snow wrapped the city of Munich in a tender silence. Lukas Baumann, a quiet and humble mechanic, stood at the edge of his now empty workshop. Once, it had been filled with the sounds of socket wrenches, engines purring, and laughter echoing through the open bay doors. But now, stillness, a kind of silence that sinks into your bones. 6 months earlier, this same shop had been alive with purpose. Lukas, a man known not for wealth but for his integrity, had built his reputation car by car, client by client. He never charged unfairly. Often, he would finish late, sending clients off with a warm nod, refusing extra payment for the small acts of kindness he saw as simply doing the right thing. But all it took was one lie to unravel it all. An influential businessman accused Lukas of stealing a rare and expensive part from his luxury vehicle. The media ran wild with the story. Headlines screamed betrayal, and whispers turned to judgment. Customers disappeared. Friends distanced themselves. Even the old couple who brought him pastries every Friday stopped coming. Lukas didn't fight back. He had no high-priced lawyer, no powerful connections, just a small workshop, a cat named Fritz, and a belief deep, unwavering that truth, like oil in water, eventually rises to the top. He turned to prayer, not dramatic or showy, but quiet ones, whispered in the solitude of his dim workshop. "Lord," he would murmur, "you know what I did and didn't do. I leave this in your hands." Every morning, he lit a small candle on the workbench and sat for a few moments in silence. The candle became his symbol of hope, its flickering light, a reminder that darkness was never permanent. Weeks passed, then months. Bills piled up. He sold his motorcycle to pay rent. Still he prayed. Still he waited. One icy January morning, there was a knock at the workshop door. Lukas opened it to find a young woman, cheeks red from the cold. "Herr Baumann?" she asked. He nodded. "My name is Eleni. My grandfather used to bring his Opel here. He said you were the only mechanic he trusted." Lukas's eyes softened, but he said nothing. "I have an old VW van," she continued. "Everyone says it's beyond repair, but something told me to come here. I know about the accusation. I don't believe it. Will you take a look?" Lukas hesitated, but then, quietly, he nodded. The van was a mess. Rusted axles, a seized engine, shattered headlights. But to Lukas, it was an answered prayer. For the first time in months, his hands moved with purpose. Tools that had gathered dust now rang with motion. He worked slowly, lovingly, the way an artist returns to a long-forgotten canvas. News of his work on the van spread. A few brave souls returned, dropping off cars with notes. "For the man who helped me when no one else would." Eleni returned too, bringing coffee and